I'll start my speech now. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Kenyans and patriots. My name is Mulwa, party leader of Empowerment and Liberation Party. It is with deep humility and a heart full of hope that I stand before you today in this historic occasion. I take this opportunity to warmly recognize and appreciate everybody present, our elders, youth, women, leaders, religious representatives, dignitaries, professionals, party members, and all our guests who have joined us physically and here at Fairview Hotel and online across the country and abroad. To the third estate, the media, we recognize your essential role in informing, educating, and holding us all accountable. Your presence today reflects your continued commitment to truth and transparency. And to the millions of Kenyans joining us online, there are so many, they have called so many of them. And I told them we cannot come all of us here because today is not launching of the party. We are introducing the party to the people of Kenya. Our NDC will be later on. So to the third estate, I'm very grateful because without you will not be known. And I want to start by saying, as I said, you cannot have a nation without the old people. You can't have a nation without the younger people. You can't have a nation without children. We need each other and we need to work together. Before I arrived here, I got so many calls, in fact from yesterday. And the people are asking me, which side are you? You are a project of which side? I said, I'm not on side of anyone. I'm not a project of anyone. I'm a project of Kenyans, and I'm on the side of Kenyans. So this is a party for Kenyans. When you say you are here supporting ELP, you are not here saying that you are supporting somebody, or you are supporting either the ones in opposition or the ones in government. But one thing I want to tell all of us, we uphold the rule of the law. We know it is not campaign time. We know it is not time for elections. As ELP, we respect the rule of law, and we know it's not election time. But what we are doing, we are planting a seed, because our farmer has to plow, and then you prepare the ground, waiting for the rain. We will have elections 2027, but we cannot wait until 2027 to start introducing ELP to the people. We have to start early. So we respect the government of the day, because we want, when we enter the office as a new government 2027, to be respected. If you respect others, you will be done what? Respected. I want to tell all Kenyans, I know we are having a lot of problems, a lot of issues, economic issues, employment issues, water issues, transportation, all that kind of thing. But I want to tell Kenyans, we can stand together and we can fix it. We are the ones who can fix our issues. Nobody will come from outside Kenya to come and fix our issues. And how do we fix our issues? We sit and reason together. We go by the Constitution of 2010 and we follow it to the core. We are suffering, and I go on and read it. Let me give you my agenda. ELP agenda Kenya, AK-47, we don't use guns, we use actions, united together, and we sit and work as a family. This journey is not mine alone, it is ours. Together we rise. Before we proceed with anything, let us honor and recognize the heroes of Kenya, those who gave their lives for our independence, those who built our institutions, and those who continue to serve this nation with dedication and courage. We honor the past, we celebrate the present, and we believe in the future, especially the young generation rising in strength and wisdom. Let us also come before God in humility and repentance. We ask forgiveness and cleansing for any wrongs we have committed as individuals and as a nation. For injustices, corruption, division, neglect, and pride, we seek His mercy and ask that He blesses and cleanses this new beginning, guiding us with righteousness, courage, unity. We imbued the Kenya of our dreams. Today marks a great day in history, the beginning of a turning point for this nation. It is not about us, it's not about me. I stand before you not as a perfect person, but as one of you who has walked your journey, felt your pain, and shared your hopes. I know Kenyans are hurting. We are all hurting. My journey started as a young girl who was born and grew up from the hills of Iveti and spent my early childhood schooling at Nanyuki before turning back to Machakos. That means Kenya belongs to all of us. And you, as a Kenyan, you can thrive from anywhere. My journey has taken me to the concrete streets of Nairobi, to the savannah plains of Kajiado, to the white sandy beaches of the coast, to the shores of the Lake Victoria, to the slopes of Mount Kenya and Isiolo. I have journeyed beyond the borders of Kenya to as far east, to the land of the rising sun, that is Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and India. I have walked and worked in the streets of London and Belgium. I have been homeless and fled to the streets at night with my 4 children to escape death through gender-based violence. Yet, in spite of all this, I did not give up. I'm telling Kenyans, we don't give up. The situations are not good. We do not give up. Together, we can fix it. I still believed and pursued the Kenyan dream, a dream for a better life, opportunities, growth, and prosperity, not just for myself, but for my children, my family, and the community. I know the tears, the despair, the pain, the successes, the joys and laughter of this walk and the journey. Nevertheless, I still hold dear the beautiful Kenyan dream, which each and every Kenyan holds dear to their heart. I want to tell the youth, I once had no job and no income as a youth, and I understand what they feel. So I connect with the youth. I connect with the parents. Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, in all this work and pursuit, I came to learn and appreciate one thing. There is nowhere else like Kenya. After working abroad, there is nowhere else like Kenya. It is the land of plenty, and freedom of untapped potentials, both human and natural resources. Come west, come east, come rain, come shine. Kenya is our home, and it is the best place to be. And that's why we must work together and put Kenya where it belongs. It is about us. We can fix it. Kenya is not just a land defined by its territorial borders, but it's embraced by beautiful land and weather, its people, its culture. It's a place where all the communities of this great nation can aspire to build and live their dreams, to fulfill their purpose for themselves, their families, their community, and the nation as a whole. No one chooses where you are born. You can't choose where you are born, but you can choose where to live. We have chosen to be in Kenya, and Kenya is attractive. That's why we see all races. People coming from African countries, coming from Western countries, and they call this place home. What about us? We are not in Kenya by mistake. We are here by God's design. A beautiful land filled with diverse people, very rich culture, richer resources and hospitality. Not a land and not a people driven and divided by hate, greed, by selfishness, by self-entitlement, by corruption, by tribalism, by nepotism, by injustice, and by poverty, but a people united by prosperity, peace, love, and unity. We can fix it. We can fix it, and we can make it a better place. Those before us struggled and fought for our independence. They struggled and fought for so that every one of the children of Kenya can live well. It is not happening, but we know it can happen. If we come together, we can fix it. But sadly, over the years, these dreams and hopes are slowly fading away. Greed, self-interest, corruption, tribalism, nepotism, hate and poverty, injustice and eroding our gains and purpose as a nation. It is for those reasons our people and children are leaving their homes to go to the streets to demand what is rightfully theirs, only to be met with unnecessary force, and even certain cases turn against each other, and even destroy their neighbors' belongings and properties. For those who choose to not go to the streets, and there are many, they are forced to draw up the courage to go to the streets of other countries, far away from their homes, to look for money and a livelihood, so as to save their families back at home. In those countries, they do not have the voice or the full freedom, but live with the constant reminder and the fear that way, because always reminded when can they go back home. We have an example of the United States, when the president entered office, he said he was going to repatriate all the foreigners. You can imagine, our Kenyans are there. We can't be careless as Kenyans. We must take care of our country, because across there they face mockery, ridicule, always being constantly reminded that they should go back home to their country. Then there are those who are the silent sufferers. These are men and women of character, educated, and they have lacked opportunities. They are they decide to sit at home. Some are depressed, others they don't know what to do. The parents are there, the children are there, and these are the majority of Kenyans who we want to bring on board, because they are resource people. They are people of character, of sound mind. I know you are one of them. And that's why you are here, and you are come to carry this vision of ELOP. My fellow Kenyans, my people, God sees all this. We do not need to worry. There is so much we can say, but I want to comment on this one. To the parents of Kenya, and this is where what is very dear to ELOP and very dear to me as a party leader. To the parents of Kenya, those who have sacrificed, struggled, and stood firm to educate your children, do not lose hope. Your efforts are not in vain. We see your tears, your prayers, your unwavering love. A solution is coming. A new dawn is rising, where education will lead not to frustration, but to opportunity. We are committed to a Kenya where the educated find purpose, employment, and empowerment. Your children will rise, and your investment will be fruitful. So do not give up. I'm speaking to the parents because as a mother, I know the pain of the parent when you educate a child, and after attaining the top education in the country, they come back to you and they sit there and you have nowhere to take them. They want pocket money, the first child, the second child, the third child. In our time, when you educate the first child, those who are the elders like me, you educate a first child, they get a job, they take over, they educate the second one. The second one educates the third one. And that way, the burden became lighter for the parent. Today, you educate number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and if you have 10, even 10, they all come back to the house. They have no pocket money, they are grown up, and then it's very painful when you see a grown-up child you have educated, your son, come to me, Mom, can you get me some pocket money? I'm telling you, it is demeaning, it is unfair, it is humiliating. What do you think that son is doing? What do you think the parent is feeling? It is painful. ELOP says no to such behavior, to such occurrences. And I know we can fix it. Kenya, we do not lack resources. Kenya, we have got enough money. The fact that from independence, we are still talking of clean water. It is over 60 years, and we are still talking of clean water. We are talking of unemployment. We are talking of infrastructure. Roads are not done. I think something is wrong with us. And you know what? The Constitution is very clear. Power belongs to the people. And this power, you can exercise this directly or indirectly. We have been exercising the power indirectly through the elected leaders. I'm asking people of Kenya, join ELOP. ELOP will allow people to choose the right leaders, who will listen to you, who come like servants, they don't come like masters. So be ready. I once said, we are not, if in the count level, we are not going to have meetings in the count assembly halls. Meetings will be only one day in a week. If I enter the office, the 4 days, the other days, the MCS, they have to draw their sleeves and go to the wards and go to the villages and supervise projects. With the ELOP, we want to take services down to the people, to the ward. I want some time. And this one, I stand to be corrected by Kenyans. We seem, and I'm not siding with anybody, I'm not a project on anybody. We see every day in the social media, we are blaming the president. I'm not saying I'm working with the president. Or we always say the president has not done this. President has not done this. Nobody is saying the governor has not done this. The MC has not done this. The MP has not done this. As a leader of ELP, I know for sure, and the legal team will advise me, Kenya is a devolved country. We are devolved. Devolved government. From the national government to county government. I have not heard any governor saying, I have not been given resources in my county, but they are quiet. That means we are taking attention where it belongs, because the Constitution has allowed all resources and money to be taken to the county level. Once it goes there, who does the projects? Who does the contracts? We must follow and find out who is using our money as Kenyans. We must go down to the county level and hold those people accountable. We elected them, they air our views, otherwise we'll be forced as Kenyans to take to represent ourselves directly. And we have to start now. We have to start talking. We cannot just sleep, because as I started, I said, we can fix it. It's painful. I want to be very rich with my sons and daughters, and my neighbors to be very poor with their sons and daughters. Is there security for me? Then I keep on employing guards, keeping dogs, because I feel I'm not safe. It is fair to share the resources evenly, and we don't need to have our Kenyan youth going abroad, working there, mistreated, coming back in coffins. And as we understand now, there are about 1,000 of them in the foreign countries waiting execution. Is that fair? It's not fair. God is not a man that he puts all of us here and then he does not give us enough resources. You don't need so much. You need just enough. I'm talking, as I talk, I'm summarizing because economy is very dear to us, to ELP. Another thing I want, as I stand today, I do not stand here just a host, so that you host me and that kind of thing. I stand before you deeply humbled. I'm very humbled, and I'm filled with emotions. I'm bringing emotional intelligence to the Kenyan politics because Kenyans are emotionally affected and they need the right medicine to cure. So I'm coming with the emotional intelligence so that I can understand, because I've gone through it myself. Because this is not just another event. No, it's not just another event. And that's why many were calling, they wanted to come, many of them, ELP. But I said we'll have our ENDC later. This is a turning point, a divine moment, a new dawn. For too long, many of our people have cried in silence. Is that true? Many of our people have cried in silence. Too many mothers with unanswered prayers. Mothers are going to their knees, they are going to churches, but it's not helping. So many of them. Too many youth wandered with no direction. Our youth have no direction. ELP is going to give direction to the youth. And you cannot be safer with another party, with another leader, than to have a mother. Because a mother will always take care of the old, the young, the prostitutes, the weak, and even those who are not learned. Too many fathers are burdened in our country and broken. They are broken because they are carrying loads they did not choose. A father there, as a son, as a daughter, they are carrying loads they don't choose. And no wonder we are seeing a lot of femicide. Femicide is a result of frustration. When you see our children killing each other, they are frustrated. They are frustrated because they have tried left and right. And you know why they are frustrated? We have got leaders who do not care. Nepotism. Yes, my brother, my cousin, that kind of thing. They are lacking opportunities. So we must take care of the fathers, we take care of the mothers, and how do we take care of the mothers and the fathers? When the sons and daughters, after accomplishing university or an educational, when they are at mature age, they are independent, they can start their families. I wonder, sometime, we see weddings, big weddings of very few in this country, and it is who is who. Our sons and daughters of the common Canaan, they don't want to marry, they don't want to have weddings. With the ELOP, we are going to recognize every wedding. When the young come together and they want to get married, we'll have a department, we'll be sponsoring weddings so that our sons and daughters can also marry and be recognized in this country. And for those who are married and they have got disputes, we are going to set a system where we can be reaching all of them and do counseling. Nobody is going to sleep without food in the government of ELOP. So I'm telling you, you are in the right place. Many were asking me, and who is your deputy? Because as we go along, as we complete, I'm going to tell you more. My deputy is from Mandera and is a former defense officer. But that does not matter. I'm not coming as a master, I'm coming as a leader and as a servant. I believe in teamwork, and who will be the members of the team? All Kenyans, from east to west, north to south. They will be the team members, and I'll be the leader of that team. I'm not calling a group. Remember, a group has got no leader. Any group has no objective, has got no goal. It is like we say now we end a bus to go to Kampala. When we reach Uganda, everybody will go their way because there was no leader and there was no objective, there was no goal. Ours is teamwork, and the teamwork starts from the village to the top. As I go to conclude, are we together? Can we fix it? We are going to fix it. Nobody will come from out there to fix it. As you can fix your family issues, you will fix this one. So my fellow Kenyans, my people, we are under the banner of Empowerment and Liberation Party. We are not just a political party, we are an engine running to rewrite the Kenyan story. A story where every Kenyan under the constitution within the rule of law and through proper management of our national resources can live and have a meaningful, dignified life with money in their pockets, food on their tables, a roof over their head, healthy livelihood, and access to affordable health care and opportunities to transform and multiply their ideas and add work into wealth. A story where every Kenyan owns their own land as a home, where every child can pursue their dream to college, university, beyond without the fear of lack of school fees, where every boy child and girl child can live their lives with joy and their full potential, and not be limited by gender, property, and pressure from society, where every Kenyan has meaningful income and every person living with disability is given an equal opportunity, where the elderly and the aged and the elderly and the aged, integrity, care, and peace. Where every man and woman can move about freely without the fear of safety for their lives and the security of their belongings, livelihood, properties, and businesses. Where every Kenyan can give their opinion without the fear of being silenced and intimidated. Where justice is assured and defender for the innocent and not a spear of a tool to cause pain and oppression to the powerless and the innocent. A Kenya where law and the decisions are meant for the benefit and the growth of the nation. A Kenya where men and women do not need to walk in kilometers in search of clean drinking water. A Kenya which is self-reliant, generates wealth, and is free from the bondage of local and international debts. My people, I have good news. The time is here, and the time is now for Kenya to move forward. On this day, Wednesday, 6th August 2025, we are launching a new agenda for Kenya, and it's for 7 counties. This agenda is called Agenda K47, AK47. Our AK-47 is not a gun meant to shoot bullets and to silence us with fear and intimidation of death and persecution. But our AK-47 are goals and visions that will shoot down poverty, corruption, greed, injustice, tribalism, nepotism, and hopelessness in this land, in the 47 counties. Our agendas are as follows. First, we put God first because we have no choice. The earth and its fullness belong to God. Number 2, family and the people. A family is very important. When the family is taken care of, the whole community is safe and the whole nation is productive. So with ELOP, we'll take stock of every family in the ward, in the village, and the MCA will not qualify with our party unless you bring to the office of ELOP all the families in your ward and all the members of that family, whether there is 2 parents, single parent, whether it is there is somebody who is bereaved, the angels of the children, the classes, so that there will be no child to miss school fees. There will be nobody sick in that family. And that report, as I enter the office, and even God, and you allow me, I go to the State House, I'll get that report every morning from 4 a.m. That means ELOP cares for family. ELOP is a family. It's not about us. National unity, direction, and stability, that one I'll not go far because we all know about the security. If there is no security in the country, we know we cannot move around. Equal distribution of resources, I've spoken about that one. Security, injustices, we have affordable and accessible health system. That one is also key because our health nation is a productive nation. So health services will make sure that we do not lack drugs and drugs are supplied. Clean, accessible running water, we have spoken, affordable and accessible education system. With ELOP, there are no children who will be given loans. We give children, you are telling them to take a loan, they are not working. When they finish the university or college, you don't give them a job. How do you expect them to pay? It is unfair because even us as adults and the people in business, you go to take a loan from a bank and you are going to be asked, you have never worked. And the first thing you'll be asked by the bank, go and bring your bank statement. You are looking for a job, but you bring a bank statement to borrow a loan. With ELOP, we are going to lower the rates to be at least 3% interest, so that business people can borrow and they can be able to run their business. I want to tell Kenyans, there is nothing wrong borrowing from foreign countries. There is nothing wrong having investors coming to our country. But it is very wrong to borrow money to start a business, to go and start a business like you want to do farming, and then you use that money to travel abroad to go for holidays. Borrowing is okay. We can borrow, but we borrow and put that money in the right place. With ELOP, we will have systems to oversight all the borrowed money so that we put it into practice, we make profit, and we pay back in time. And that's the only way we can be respected by the donors who give the money, and we encourage them to come, because Kenya is a place of opportunities. Wealth creation and economic financial stability through the promotion of innovative and technical ideas, local manufacturing, agro-processing, business growth, talent, and development. Local, regional, international trade we will encourage. And there is nothing wrong also having offshore business, where we can send our people to go and do business there, or we can do also business with the PPP, that is the public-private partnership. But one thing I want to tell us, corruption is a cancer in this country. Somebody want to open a gate for you, what can you give me for this? And this one is because people are lucky. When you have eaten enough and somebody offers you more, you always say, thank you so much, I'm okay. We cannot blame one another. It is because of the situation we are all in. This will be a thing of the past. Everybody will have their shares, because, as I said, we will empty the cities. How do we empty the cities? When we allocate money to the counties, money goes to the village. We are going to have a system where now the elders, the leaders in the village, and the church leaders, the business people, the professionals of that particular ward, they will come up with a team to manage their resources, because resources will be taken to the ward level, not to the county level. For governors who seek to be governors with the ELOP, you will be content with your salaries and salaries for your staff. That's the only money ELOP will send to your account of the county. Otherwise, the money will go on direct to the ward level. So with ELOP, money will trickle to the Kenyan at the last mile. Are we together? I therefore make this rally. I therefore make a call to Kenyans across the land, from the Bajuni in Lamu to the Barawa, to the Swahili, to the Mujikenda, to the Taita, to the Taveta, to the Giriama and to Digo, to the Oromo, Borana, Redila and Saburu, to the Somali and the Gera, to the Tana, Athi and the Ndorobo, and to the Daraka, Chaka, Nidi, Embu, Bere, Meru, Kikuyu, Kirinyaga, and the Kamba, to the Kuria, Tiriki, Numbians, and the Teso, to the Masai, Pokot, Turkana, and the Karenjins, to the Luyas, Luos, Abaguzi, to the Indians, Arabs, to the Asians, to the Caucasians, and every tribe found in this land, to all our friends and the residents of Kenya, let us put our differences aside and build this nation together. Yes, we can fix it. I, Rose Mulwa, as a daughter of this land and as a mother, I am up to the task, and I strategically place myself and I will be willing to lead as a servant leader, a team leader, and my members of my team will be all Kenyans as I've read them above. I also express my intent to aspire as a presidential aspirant 2027 to guide this nation to achieve this goal under the umbrella of Empowerment and the Liberation Party. My coalition and dialogue is and will be with the Kenyans as a whole, not individuals, not politicians, and not stakeholders. I come with emotional intelligence because we are hurting silently within ourselves. I come as a mother, leader to all Kenyans. Whether you are young, old, poor, or rich, wise or foolish, a thief or a prostitute, jobless or homeless, serving your time in prison, living abroad or here in Kenya, a civil servant, or serving in the Kenya Police Service, or Kenya Defense Force, whether you are a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, or holding no belief in the existence of I being, you are all my children and children of the land of Kenya. It is regardless of tribe and background. You will all be benefits of this land under ELP. You are all team members. You are all team members of this vision. I am a listening leader and all your voices count. I am a good manager and I will ensure everyone gets a rightful position, access of this land and its resources, up to the ward level, down to the village, to every homestead and the family. I will ensure the rule of law is followed so that there is accessibility, equality, justice, and equity to all. My people, I encourage you to not to give up. Please do not give up, but to stand up and be strong. Let's change the way we do politics and make decisions. We must rise up above the politics of hate, fear, and walk into a future defined by justice, dignity, and a shared prosperity. When we are united in purpose, nothing is impossible. Let's spread the good news that you have heard today through our phones and social media. I, as Rose, will not come to your homes and the villages with helicopters. We have no choppers. Many are asking, where are you getting the resources? We have no choppers. We have no sunroof vehicles. We don't have land caravans and escorts, and that's why today deliberately I invited few people to pass a message. We have no land caravans and escorts, but through your phones, Mulika Mwizi, every Kenya's Mulika Mwizi has iPhone, airwaves, and the social media, like today, the way they are covering us today. We are going to make it. Remember that Gen Zs did not have caravans, but used their phones to mobilize each other and make their voices heard. They proved to us it can be done, so we can do it. If they could do it, you and I can do it too. So, as we launch Empowerment and Liberation Party, that is ELP Agenda Kenya 47, AK-47 today, join the party, join our movement, get your national IDs, and register as voters. Let's move forward together tujijenge tukiwa pamoja. United we stand, divided we fall. May God bless you and your families. May He help us each day with courage, wisdom, and understanding, fruitfulness and prosperity, peace, love, and unity, according to his grace and mercies. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Wow, you can tell our party leader is eloquent, is of course emotionally intelligent, like she said. And please, I ask you to take our call to your neighbors, to your families, to your friends, and pass out the word. Let them register to vote. Let them register to be part of this family, ELP, please. So I thank you on behalf of ELP for coming here, for coming from all the way from Mombasa, from Kisii, from myself, Wajir, from Marsabit, from Bomet, everywhere. And our party is inclusive. So now we will give you an opportunity. If you have any questions, please to feel free and ask them. This is your opportunity.
Can I go ahead?
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Afande from Radio. And my question
You can come to the mic. Okay.
Thank you very much. My name is Vincent Afande for Radio Citizen, and my question goes to the presidential aspirant. I can see your party values. They more or less look like other political parties in the country. Would you like maybe do a merger with other political parties, maybe as we head to 2027 general election, to form a coalition or something of that sort? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me give him the right. I think he was not very attentive. I said, our party, we are not, when I was coming here, I got calls from different people, the way he's asking, which side are you? Are you with the opposition or you are with the government? I said, we are with Kenyans. And I said, this is a party where we are not merging. It might sound, the objective, the agendas might look the same, but the way of implementing is quite different. In fact, I don't think they are very similar. I've not seen most of them, but they are not very similar. But it depends what you meant when you say, are we going to merge? We are not going to merge, because when we merge, our vision will be swallowed. What we do is a dawn of a new day, and that's what we said. We are starting a dawn of a new day. And when we start, we must take in consideration that I said there's a government in office, and we are not fighting the government. We cannot evaluate them. You don't evaluate a person before. When you start a project, you don't start evaluation. What you do, you monitor. You monitor to know the stages, whether you are within the timelines. But evaluation you do at the end to see whether you achieved your goals. I cannot say I'm going to evaluate the government in office. They are halfway. I want to say I come from from business line, from business sector, and I'm in construction. And I know, and you won't believe, constructions, when you start, foundations are never visible and they are never attractive. People just pass there, they say you are noisy, you are dusty, and you are making a lot of, it's messy. But the moment the building comes out of the foundation, and you start now painting and putting fittings, everybody will look and say, beautiful, beautiful. What I'm trying to say is that ELP, we are starting afresh. And you know, I said I'm coming with emotional intelligence because every day you meet a Kenyan, they are telling you how hurting they are emotionally, and you know why? Economically, things are not good, whether we like it or not. People do not have money in the pocket. People don't have food. People don't have opportunities. They don't have projects. Contracts are not reaching them. Yet there are contracts. You meet a foreigner who will tell you, I'm doing big business. I had a Chinese who left last night. He told me, I've just been here, I'm going back now. In fact, I named my daughter Kenya because he made a lot of money in Kenya. I've not met many Kenyans. The common Kenyan, I'm standing for the common Kenyan because I've brought myself that low to stand with the people who have no dynasty, who have got nobody to open gates for them, because they are gatekeepers who have made gates so tough that our children are not getting jobs. But other children, they are all getting jobs. It is not fair. I said mothers have been crying, praying, their knees are hurting. They are even giving up. They don't want to go to church. People have turned to now to pray, worship in their homes. We are not joining anyone. If they want to come, let them come and join us. And then we'll have the power.
There you go. We are all inclusive party. So like our party leader, Her Excellency has said, they're welcome. They can join us. Any more questions?
How will you then, as the next presidential candidate, how will you deal with the issue of corruption in the government? And how will it end?
Thank you very much for that question. I said corruption is a cancer afflicting this country. And it all starts with one individual. It all starts with me. It will start with me. Because if I do the right thing, I expect you to do the right thing. I'll lead by example. And the first thing I will do is make sure that procurement is not done by the government. I'll set a body for procurement. Because when there is this procurement, when they are purchasing contracts, when they are giving tenders, there must be somebody representing another one. I give example. I was talking with one MC, the ministers of the county, and I asked her, you are now in charge of water. Who are you giving the projects? Who can do the water? Another one there were two of them doing the roads. And you know what they told me? We have been given that job on condition all the projects, all the contracts, the governor will be bringing our own person or his own person to be awarded the work, and then the money, there are now proxies. They'll bring the money to her. You can imagine, do you think anybody from that county will ever get any money? Nobody will get that money. This, what we'll do, I said we are going to set teams. We are going to get managers, not politicians. We will get managers to manage resources from the national level to the county level, and they'll be accountable. And we will make sure that money is accounted for. Oversights, they will have to work. We have got very good set commissions, like and the ESCC, to monitor. We will allow within the government, when I enter office, they'll be given autonomy to be sure that they operate without influence. There is also corruption in the courts. Somebody is the one who is the criminal, but the innocent is the one who is condemned. The thing is, we are going to have the judiciary which serves the people and does the right thing, and we follow. We will not sleep on this. I cannot do it alone. I said we'll fix it. I need all of us to be involved, and the Kenya will be a better place. Corruption must end with our government.
you, our party leader. Yes.
My name is Rose Zaka. And as a mother, I know we'll get where we need to be. My big concern over the years has been education. We know very well education is the universal equalizer. But when you look at the systems today, and most of the people who are in leadership today, they pass through an education where people used to be from nursery, from 4 to from 6, then they get to university. And the systems were flowing very well. That time there was no private schools, which advanced to private universities. And today, you look back in the village, you find very brilliant children who have been left out. I would just want to ask whether we can prioritize that, education and health. Because those are some of the things which are eating up parents in the villages and everywhere in Kenya. Very expensive systems of education, and very many children who are able to go to school and make a change in this country. We all know that any country which succeeds has to have a brain bank. The brain is created by God. It can be of a chokora who has gotten a baby in the streets of Nairobi or anywhere else. And you cannot change that brain of that child because God has already delivered it. You can only mold it. You can't exchange it for a rich parent who has the money. His child will get an E, and that child, if taken to school, will get an A, and you can never change that because it's God-given. Every country which wants to advance and make it should look into nurturing that every brain and making them get to the talents they want, every talent that each person has, because it's God-given. And I think that will help us.
Thank you. Any more questions? I think we can take 2 or 3. Yeah, go ahead.
Habari zenu, naitwa Rufus Karanja na nimetoka Limuru. So my question is, kwa nini, why do politicians change, and what will make you different from the others when you get an opportunity to lead the country?
Good morning. Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Fidelis from Makueni. My question goes to 2 sectors, education and health. Today, we have SHA, which is oppressing Kenyans, because the amount you pay in terms of cash cannot match the amount which SHA pays for you. In education, the parents of this country are suffering because the capitation is not there. They have sold their lands to educate their children and no jobs for the children to help them. As a president of this country, what will you do to make sure the 2 sectors are accessible and affordable? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll start with the Madam Rose, and she was asking about the children in the village with brains, others born in the streets, and they have no education. I think if you listen to the speech, I said, in fact, I said the parents have cried, the fathers have been burdened for a long time and that kind of thing. I said, when we enter office, we are going to operate from village level. And that is, every village ward is made of villages. And in the village ward level, I said we are going to have teams, we will have leaders, because we'll have managers, not politicians now. There will be managers. When we have managers in our ward, they are going to have representatives from every village. Then they will work together and sit, analyze, and I said they will write the names of each family, the children in that family, those who are in school age, those who have finished, so that we know the status, whether the parent is working, whether it's single, married, or divorced, or even a widow, that kind of thing. With that data, from whichever office, the money which goes there has to take care of a family which is needy, to make sure that every child has access to education, because education is key. If a nation is educated, it is empowered. Knowledge is power. That one will take care of the education up to the end. And then I said we are having the educated, and now the parents are frustrated. The children are frustrated because they have all got the education, the certificates, they have come back to the house. And why that one is very dear to me, that's why I put family number 2. I think the agenda is family is number 2. I said once you take care of that family, you have taken care of the nation. The thing is, now I went ahead and said, all the money from, when the money is allocated, because we have devolved government, and that is the government, national government, and the county government has got its own resources. And that's why money was taken to the people, resources were taken here to the people for easy access. The money now will not go to the governor. The money will be going to the ward. I'm telling you, MCS, if anything, you seek to be MCA more than to be an MP, because you'll be handling that money and make sure that projects are done in that village. You know, like if it's a village or the ward and there's a road to be done, there's a school to be built, there's a research center to be built, and even that research will employ people. We will not employ people from another ward. First, we take the children from that ward, they work there, they are paid there, their money they are used there, and that way, those who are not in school, they are educated. Schools, very key. It's very important to know that we are the ones who make the decision. We are the ones to be involved. If you don't, and you have a home, let's say you have a family, and you have employed workers, and you do hands off, you'll buy a lot of food, but very little reach the table. Because somebody ate, and you wanted your children have kwashako. Maybe the food is not being cooked properly. The balance is not done properly. Iko na chumvi mingi, iko mafuta mingi. The thing is, when the money comes to that ward, I expect the managers to manage who are not politicians, and they work together now with the politicians. The thing is, it is unfortunate that even with the money given for capitation in counties like, I think it was in Nandi or Baringo, it was being taken there, a lot of it, but there were no schools. Some people were hijacking it from somewhere. Others, where it was taken, there is no improvement of the school at all. So, more so, I'm telling our Kenyans, we are the one to take responsibility and do the right thing. And God says, do better even when nobody is watching you. That is, Madam Rose, you must now prepare yourself. You don't need to be a politician, but as a banker, I know you are a banker, you will be there to manage the ward where you come from. It will be more than a bank. And you tell people how to put money in the right place. I also went ahead and said, there is nothing wrong with borrowing. But when you borrow, how do you use it? Do you use it for intended purpose? You borrowed money to buy a car so that you can take your children to school in the car. But instead, you went for holiday. Children are still going on foot. All have no clothes. That kind of thing. I'm telling you, it will be so easy. And you know what will happen when our children finish that education? Do you know they are the ones who will be managers also in that ward? Do you know what will happen at the end? We are going to empty empty the cities and the towns, because children will not be coming to the city to look for jobs. Now they will be very busy on the other side. And what we will encourage, we will now build beautiful homes so that you can, as Nairobi, you work from your house and you stay in a good house. In the counties, they will be working in the ward and live in a beautiful rural home. Not some of them. The other day, it's unfortunate, I'm sorry to say, a member of parliament, the mother passed a son, and I've seen 3 of them now. Before they go to bury them, they have to first to keep the body in the mortuary for some time so that they can build them a house. Your own mother, your own parent, so that they can build them a house. So that when people come to join you at a burial, you are not embarrassed. You have been in office, you never did that. It shows something is not right with us. And we are going to do a lot of, when we do our campaign, we'll not be talking of things in the air. We'll be talking of practical things. And to be an MCA, you must be taken for training so that you can go apply those things. You must have integrity. So the other one was, I think Avan said that too. Yeah. Why politicians change? That one, I want to tell you, it is so in a person. There's a lot of hypocrisy. And you know what? We all put those politicians in office. See, are the ones who put them. It means we also change. Because I remember I tried Governor Machakos 2022. And I had the most visibility with posters and everything. I had big crowds. And everybody told me, we'll elect you. But the day they went, those who voted for me, they called and told me, we did for you, but something happened. The night before, people, I didn't know that technique, but I was told later by the intelligence, they called me. That night, people were going from door to door giving money. And the people were changed the last minute to choose. So what does that tell us? It's not only politicians who change. Kenyans change. Now, Kenyans change. And they'll change overnight. Now, I'm so grateful it has happened the way it has happened, because when I was going around, I told them, everywhere I went, I gave them my phone number, which I still carry as my personal number. A gathering of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, I used to give them my number, and I told them, I'm giving you my number because when I enter office, you don't need to come through somebody else, because they'll block you. There'll be no bridge when I enter office. You can call me direct. Today they call me direct. The same people, they say we made a mistake, madam. We were convinced, we voted overnight, and we voted the one we voted. So, is it me who changed? I did not change. I still have my number, but the one they voted. So, yeah, I hope you have got the answer. Now we must vote wisely. Wisely, not emotionally, but wisely. You try us. Try ELP. SHA is not working. I don't want to say SHA is not working because I've not gone to hospital, but what there is, I'm a medical person by profession. And I can say that it's unfortunate because NHIF, many people lost their money with NHIF. And SHA, I understand there's a problem. I thank God has graced me with good health. And what I want to say, let us give them a chance. Let's give them a chance because we have no choice. We have no alternative. It has started. We have to bear with it and we have to wait because now you can't afford. I want to say this one thing. I know if it is handled properly, it can work. The only thing I do not understand is I've got complaint from my staff. You have to pay 6 months or you pay, I'm not a member of SHA, or you pay in a year. I think that one I do not understand. And I expect Kenya to come out and say what it is. But as I said, when you start a project, there is implementation, there is also storming, and there is also performance. You check to assess performance. And then lastly, there is evaluation. I think what there is, because I said when you are building a house and you are going down, and the higher it is, the deeper you go. When you are going down, people, it is not attractive and it's not visible. Unless people see the billboard, it is not visible. But you know, and you keep on going down. But the moment it will come up and start now decorating, now we see a building, everybody wants to be associated with it. I suggest, and this is my opinion, I'm not supporting anybody, let's give it a chance. Maybe they are going down. Within no time, maybe they will come up. And then 2027 is a time, now what we are asking now, you are trying to monitor. And that is very good, you are monitoring. But evaluation will come at the end, 2027, when we go for elections, muta evaluate museme, ilifanya au haikufanya. Are we together to evaluate there? Na kama haikufanya, we can now talk and say ABCD. But it's unfortunate to have somebody go to hospital and it doesn't get treatment. With ELOP, health services, number one, closer to the people. And I said, anybody below working age, they will not pay. Anybody who is retired, old people, they will not pay. We will only ask the people we have given jobs to sustain the SHA. It will be continuing with the SHA or another one. Thank you. So don't be afraid to be old. Take one more. Take the last one from the elders.
Yeah, last one.
Our president to be all protocols of that. My name is Jacob Mwanzamune. I have a question, and after the question, I would like to make a comment, if there will be time. My question is, Your Excellency, how will you deal with the tribalism? If you look at our Kenya now, there's a lot of tribalism. You go to a department, you see one tribe, from the first person to the fourth or fifth, or from the second person to somewhere, tribalism. How will you deal with it? Watu wanaweka watu wao. That is my question. If you give time, I'll make a comment. Yeah.
I want to comment on this. If there is, with the tribalism, I said nepotism is out in this. And you know how I move by example. My personal security is not a Mukamba. And he's standing there. Moses, how long have you been working for me? 30 years. Where do you come from? You come from Kisumu. Is that clear? Yes. My supervisor is from, what is it? You are from where?
I am from Taita Taveta County.
Is that tribalism? If I ask you names, he is from where? How come? Yes, Mukamba, how come he's not the one talking? Is that say a lot? Yes. And you know, it says a lot about me because I don't look at the tribe. In fact, I had a lot of challenge when I went to campaign because I found I had even, I think I'm a agency or a Buma or whatever. Yes. Mine, I accommodate the millennium, the GZ, and everyone. In my house, when I speak Kikamba, they ask me, can you repeat it in English, because you must be better known to use that language. You see? You can see. When my children went to school, they will come and ask me, Mom, which tribe are we? I say, what? I heard there are some tribes in school. Some people are saying there are other tribes, but we didn't know there are tribes. We thought the tribe is English and Kenya. Our tribe will be Kenya. ELP is Kenya. You are very safe. Very safe. So I've no tribe. Yes, I've got a best friend who in business is standing. Our friend, where do you come from? Tell us.
Oh, thank you very much, Your Excellency. My name is Daniel Bet. I come from Bomet.
You see? Do you think there's any problem now? In fact, you'll have a lot of problem if you come to me and tell me I'm a Mukamba, so what can we do together? It will be a big problem. That's why I relate with the Gen Z. They say they are tribalists, tribeless, they are languageless, and they are what? Regionless. They have no region. I have no region. I did my nursery in Nanyuki. My dad was a Mau Mau fighter, and he took me to stay with him in the camps. So I know what it means. And that's why Kenya is free for everybody. We live in harmony and we respect one another. And that's why even our children are not, you don't choose where they marry. And I said you can't choose where to live and who to live with. They are marrying everywhere. But what we need is we fix our issues together. And we start with the family. The family has to be organized. And how will the family be organized? Without money, a family cannot be organized. I don't want to lie. I was poor one day. I'm not poor now. I know it's bad to be poor. When there is money, hata ile quarrels, hata ile femicide, hata ile ingine ya kupigana haitakuwa. Si ndio? Pesa itaingia kwa mfuko kwa kila mtu. Na kila mtu atakuwa rafiki wa mwingine. Jirani atakuwa adui. Because how do you feel? Your neighbor, all the children are working. And you, not even one is working. You can't even afford school fees. You can't even afford food. You can't even pay electricity. And the tariffs are the same. The water meters, they read the same way. The only thing I want to tell Kenyans, we must learn to live together and develop our country and defend our country. Because if we never learned, during COVID-19, when we were all locked here in Kenya, and if you got it, you either died here or you recovered here. Nobody could get out of this country. If we never learned that time, we will never learn. We must now develop ourselves. I want, when I invite people in a place like this, this place, they have no enough space to park the cars. Everybody comes driving. That is what I want to see. When I enter the office 2027, I will not stay in the State House. That will be a place for meeting. I'll stay in my house. And we go there to have meetings. Is that clear? So we don't need to employ people there. We all go there from the wards. As much as the late President Moi, the people said he was a dictator. And in Counter, he used to get report from the chiefs, from the village, by 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That is a thing we are going to do, to make sure that every family slept well. If somebody is sick in hospital, has to be reported. Do we need SHA? Government can pay for them. Do we need SHA? Our government do not need SHA. We can afford to treat our people. Thank you.
I think that's all the questions on behalf of Her Excellency, on behalf of ALP, and on behalf of myself. I would like to thank you very much for taking your valuable time today to be with us. Thank you so much, and I wish you have a great day. And I think we have tea and refreshments ready, so we'll head there. and I hope we continue to mingle and get to know each other. So that would be, thank you so much.
Recording na malizia hapa.